Hey guys, c-l-arctos here. Just doing a quick guide because a couple of days ago I said to someone that I would give them a hand with a little bit of power training. Basically they had a little bit lower combat stats and they were looking for ways to get themselves a little bit higher, a little bit faster, so that's what I'm planning on doing with this video. Basically what I'm going to start with is I'm going to go from Grand Exchange. I'm just going to go towards the Barbarians, and the reason for that is because there's a little hole I'm going to go down and it's going to take you into a little dungeon of sorts. I believe it's a security dungeon, but that's there in the middle of all the rocks. So if anyone actually does want to come here, all you've got to do, if you haven't been through before, is just go onto the world map and find the easiest route that you can through the maze to the main place. And once you get there, there's a little gift in the middle, and then you just want to move down to the next floor. Once you've done that, once you've been all the way through, you can start using these portals, so you haven't got to walk all the way there every single time, which is a real pain in the arse. So once you've done that, go through a portal and it'll take you to this place here. As I say, if you haven't done it before, you can walk up to these chests and they'll give you, it's something silly, it's like 10k, and I think at the end you get boots. So yeah, you just keep going down. The next floor, very much the same thing. I mean, to be fair, you can actually see all of them from here. This is the second floor, famine. You're going to do the same again, try and find the easiest route, so that's probably not the way to go. You want to go to the left, or west. So find the easiest route to get into the main place, which is the Grain of Plenty on this one. Take a little reward again if you haven't done it before, and then just work your way down again. The third place is Pestilence. So you're going to start off here. You're going to want to work your way north and go up into this little room here. That's where I'm going to be taking you at the moment. And this room is just filled with spiders. These spiders, they're not particularly dangerous depending on your level. If you're like really low defense sort of thing, yeah, okay, they're going to do a little bit of damage, but for the most part they should be fine. Aside from that, again, if you want to earn the rewards, just go to the end place, use the portal if you want to move to the next place if you've done this one already. But again, this is self-explanatory really. You start from here, probably best way is go east and then north. Just end up in there and then go down. You'll end up down here. Again, same thing. At the end, you'll earn, I believe, you can earn 2 different sets of boots. One is a colourful pair, and the other is warrior boots. They don't do an awful lot, but for free-to-play members, they used to be, back in the day, the nuts. So yeah, you want to go down this one, and you want to end up on the 3rd level. So this is where the spiders are. Again, ideally, if you're low level, you want to be bringing a full inventory of food, plus weapons and armor and everything for whatever you're going to be training. So today I'm doing magic simply because I haven't trained it in about somewhere between 5 and 7 years, so I'm trying to get that up at the moment. I'm on 82 at the minute. I've just finished getting all my melee stats to 99 and I've got 102 HP, so I've got no need to go there at the moment. However, I did bring my crystal halberd and my scythe down here just to show you what kind of damage you can do. I've also got some chinchompers with me, just to show that you can train range, melee and magic down here. There's not really a limit on what you can do. So these giant spiders are what you're actually going to be killing, but not in this room because it's too spread out. So you're going to keep going north. I just want to say before I get there, what you can also do, and this is the way that I've managed to boost my stats to 99 in melee very, very quickly. I also did range in the same place, which I will show in another video later. That's the Abyss. I used a screenshot of Sacrifice. Now these things are absolutely phenomenal. Obviously on Examine it shows you what they do anyway. They last an hour, they give you extra combat or slayer experience. They are fantastic. They do cost quite a bit. They cost about 600 and something K. I think it's about just under 630k each, which, yeah, it's a little bit steep, especially if you're just starting out, but it's well worth it if you're planning on power training through your levels. Plus, the higher you can get, the bigger monsters you can kill, the more money you can make. I mean, I've recently started killing Vindictor with my clan, and it's just ridiculous money. So once you can get up to, like, maybe combat level 100 and something, I mean, if anyone wanted to jump into our clan and give it a go, then fair enough, feel free. Skillz and Billz, clan size 220 at the moment. We've got a good few decent clan members. Silver Rizla, absolutely fantastic guy. Anything I've ever needed help with, he's always been there for me. That's me there. DZE and Dark on at the moment, but we've got a few Rizzlers, we've got a few really decent people. Obviously, you don't get rank here without even knowing what you're doing or like really helping out, and loyalty is always rewarded in the clan. So yeah, enough about that. Anyway, we're going to jump into here quickly. So these things, this place is a multi-kill zone. So when you go in, ideally you're going to hit one, and then hopefully you're going to hit a couple of others as well. They'll all start attacking you, and you can earn some decent XP. Again, if you've got your if you've got better mage than I have, basically you can do better than what I just did. Unfortunately, I have a really crappy bar because I haven't altered it at all yet. To be honest, I really don't know what I'm doing with mage, but I'm getting there, and I'm going to be asking my clan later on for help. So yeah, thanks guys in advance. If someone really loves me, they'll send me an ability bar. Anyway, I digress. We're going to skip onto range quickly. Now, I am using chin chompers. The accuracy of the grey ones is quite a bit lower than the red ones, however they do cost a lot less than the red ones do. I believe you can use these at about level 45. I'm just going to double check that for you quickly. Where are we? Chin chompers. I'm sure it's 45. 45, there we go, great chin chompers. So, chin chompers are great because they explode. They're going to hit multiple enemies. As you can see, I've just hit 4 with my first one there. You can use a crossbow or whatever you like in your offhand. That is entirely down to you. But these things are absolutely fantastic, especially if you're trying to power level. When you start killing multiple enemies, you won't just get that 100 XP sort of thing, you'll start getting like 300-400s. If you can afford it, I would suggest, if you're power training pretty much anywhere, Blood Amulet of Fury, simply because you sap HP from your enemy as you're killing them. It's just absolutely brilliant. Really worthwhile amulet to have. If you haven't got the crafting required to make it, because it is untradeable, you can always request that from pretty much anyone in our clan, actually. In fact, I can make it, so if anyone did want to join even just for that, then, you know, feel free. If anyone is in the clan and hasn't made one yet and needs to, feel free to ask one of us. I'm sure someone will help you out. Right, yeah, I'm going to move away from range then, because I've now apparently run out of chin chompers anyway. I'm going to move on to the crystal halberd. Now, if you are saying that, I didn't even switch my ability bar for range. Sorry about that, guys. Also, I don't plan on editing these videos at all, so whatever I do, whatever you see is what you're going to get. So that's pretty much that. Right, anyway. If you're using melee, I strongly suggest you get familiar with these 3 skills. Now, cleave you can only use when you're 48 strength, and yeah, I understand if you're power leveling on these, you might have lower than that, but you work towards that. That's handy. It also doesn't take any adrenaline to use, which is really good. Next is Hurricane. Now that takes 50% adrenaline to use, but it is an absolutely brutal attack and it kills pretty much everything. I don't know, I think I just used it but I wasn't looking, so I'm going to use it again. Oh, there you go. Alright, anyway. So yeah, basically you just swing around in a circle and just absolutely obliterate everything in your path. That there, what I just used, that was Quake. And again, that uses 50% of your adrenaline bar, but that is, again, that is just absolutely going to wipe the floor with whatever you're hitting. The reason I've gone for a halberd while I'm down here is, as you can see, every now and again, rather than just hitting the one enemy in front of me, I'll be hitting the one at the side or the one behind or whatever as well. That is because it has a decent reach on it. Things like scimitars, long swords, battle axes, stuff like that, you're not going to get it. You're going to get far more XP if you use things like a halberd, or like in my case, obviously, where I've saved up enough money, I've then got the scythe. And the scythe is absolutely evil. Yeah. So, yeah, you can pretty much use more or less any gear that you want to use while you're down here, as long as it keeps you alive. It's absolutely fine. As I say, the amulet that I've got there, the blood amulet fury, that will help so much. If you can use summoning to bring any pets along that can store food, that will help you as well. Obviously I understand that if you're lower level you might not have, like I have, the war tortoise. Level 99s will have the pack yak, stuff like that, and that will hold quite a lot of food. But I think at like level 13, 14 you can use some that carry about 3 or 4 food, which is not great, but it's a little bit of something extra. You know, it's going to stop you running to the bank every so often. But I think one of those is the Thorny Snell or something. Yeah, this one, Thorny Snell at 13. And there's one at 14 as well. But I can't quite remember what that is. Anyways, yeah, that is pretty much it. If you've got the Tainted Shard, bring it along. It's an extra 2 XP, 2% XP even, while you're training, and it's just going to be so much more worth it. I think before I go, I'm actually going to show what happens if you use the Scrimshaw of Sacrifice. Just to show, obviously, I was getting like 120 something XP every time I killed these earlier. It goes up to 369, 181, 184, and that's just killing like the odd one. If I were to actually do a decent move and kill a few of them, which I'll try now. There we go. 366, 183, 184. If you can consistently kill these, 366, the XP is just going to be absolutely brilliant. 368. The higher you get, the less this is going to help you, obviously, because when you go higher, you're going to need more XP to advance to the next level. However, if and when that happens, I'm going to make a new video anyway, and it's going to be revolving around the Abyss. Now, the Abyss, as I say, is where I've earned my range, defense, strength, attack, and HP 99s. Absolutely phenomenal XP. Yesterday, I actually achieved my 99 attack, which is my last one, and I found that I was earning about 700k an hour XP with just a normal little bit of gear, which was like bandos. I had my scythe, granted, but I didn't have the blood amulet of fury at the time. As I say, we went bossing last night, earned a little bit of money, and I managed to buy that again last night because I lost it a little while ago. Pay no attention to my bank, it's an absolute mess. So yeah, that's that. Anyone that's enjoyed, anyone that's got any questions, feel free to ask. As I say, plan name there, Skillz and Billz. If you're looking for any help, just find one of the admin peoples, as per usual. If you are part of the clan, obviously you know who we are. If not, feel free to ask. And that is me done for this video, I think. See you later.